Hello, Virgo. So, getting started, I do see, looking at the top row, we have the Seven of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, the Two of Wands, and then the Eight of Wands. And below that, the Six of Swords, the Nine of Cups, the Two of Cups, and the Devil card. So, I'm sensing, looking at the top row, I do feel that there's something that you're either very bored with or you're waiting for a change, maybe that you're waiting for, that is really starting to get to you on the emotional level. I feel that for some of you there may be a separation from someone, either excuse me, either someone that you are in touch with, maybe even partnered up with, a husband, wife, or a partner, but are currently separated now. And with the Six of Swords below it, I do feel that this might actually drive you to travel, or possibly you're planning on moving and that's what you're waiting on, and it's starting to frustrate you. With the Nine of Cups there, I really do feel that if you can hold out a little bit longer, there's going to be fulfillment on that level. And coming up next to the Two of Cups, I feel that whatever this is, especially for those of you already in a partnership, the coming back together is going to be fulfilling, possibly even more fulfilling than it was before the separation. In fact, with the Two of Wands and the Two of Cups together, this feels like a really strong partnership. So Virgos, any of you beginning a partnership, already in one, possibly separated right now for some of you, or someone you have your eye on for those of you single, it does feel like this is a very strong bond, both at the spiritual level and the emotional level. And if you are feeling like, especially if you're separated, but maybe also if you are feeling frustrated about something that is taking longer than you want it to, taking a trip or getting away does feel like it could be beneficial. So those of you separated from someone you're already partnered up with, going to see them, even if it wasn't planned before, if you can do that, might be a really lovely thing. It would really help with this Five of Cups upset energy, picking up on some turmoil there. The other thing is that some of you may be bored, maybe with being single or waiting on someone you have your eye on. And in that case, it does feel like it needs a little bit more time to develop. And that also, though, getting away may be something really beneficial to you right now. I also feel that some of you may be separated from someone who you're not in touch with. Like maybe someone disappeared from your life and you're not sure what happened. And that's where the Five of Cups energy is coming in. It feels like it's been a while. It could be even 6 to 7 months for some of you. And it may have just been a few weeks. It does feel that this is a strong connection. Probably that's part of why it's been pretty upsetting to you. And with the Eight of Wands, it's really calling in that idea of communication. Some of you may be hearing from this person in that scenario. But I do sense that some of you may have to put yourselves out there and communicate with this person yourselves. Now, something else that is interesting, though, is this Devil card. It's the only major arcana, and I feel it's coming up in the reading. I'm really feeling it matching in energy to this Five of Cups here. So overall, whatever it is that you've been bored with or waiting for that is causing you to feel some turmoil or to feel maybe even anxiety, but more emotionally upset, maybe a little bit depressed even, it seems like there's going to be resolution to that and fulfillment for it. And for many of you on a partnership level. However, with the Devil card coming in, I do feel that there's a message there about those emotions maybe being a little bit exaggerated for you or out of control in some way. And for some of you, this could actually be I'm picking up on a pregnancy, so like a hormonal thing that may be causing that. So it may be physical. And if that's the case, the message is to remind yourself of that there's something going on with your body that is causing you to be a little bit more upset. In other words, things probably aren't as bad as they seem for most of you. To just be cognizant of that and bring it into the equation, because I think that's going to help soothe you. And though for others of you, it could also be something chemical, maybe something going on like depression, and so maybe more with brain chemistry. Whatever it is, it feels to me, the sense I'm getting is that, especially because I'm seeing that things probably aren't as bad as they seem and are probably going to get better, that for some reason that emotional reaction is a little bit exaggerated. So that is something to be aware of, maybe for some of you to really look into further, because I think there's a way for you to be in this situation and be in situations like this, because even if this resolves itself soon, things like this may come up again. Excuse me. And for some of you, that actually may mean you may have to be separated from someone again, maybe because of a work situation or something like that. And there's a solution for you to be able to cope with it a little bit better. So there's the Five of Cups is definitely a concern for me. Again, it's really highlighted by this Devil card. I'm seeing a connection there. And so for some of you, it may be something physical related to depression. The other side of that could be, I'm seeing it next to the Two of Cups. So especially for those of you partnered up, whether it's the beginning of something or you've been together for a while, the Devil card coming up next to the Two of Cups is telling me that some of that emotional pain could be coming from the way the two of you are bonded together, and that may need to be looked at. So I'm not saying that anything's wrong with the partnership, because it actually feels fairly strong for me. Everything else around it feels very strong. But there may be, for some of you, a little bit of codependency, or it could just be, even if there isn't codependency really playing out in the dynamics of the relationship, it feels like there could be some underlying thing about the way you bond emotionally and how much you value that person as opposed to yourself. And also needing to focus more on your individuality. So that may also be causing a little bit more of exaggeration with this, the Five of Cups energy, because of either a separation, that's the strongest energy I'm getting, but also maybe some other change happening in a partnership, or a waiting period of some other kind, or again, even boredom. I also did get another message, that a scenario for some other Virgos, which could be boredom in a partnership and feeling like the spark is not there anymore, and that's bringing up that Five of Cups energy. In that case, I really feel with the Two of Wands and the Eight of Wands here in that same row, that there's a way for you to bring in something new, partnering up together in a creative endeavor. I don't know why I heard like a dancing class. It could also be a spiritual group, something that you do together. I feel like that's really going to get things moving again energetically. In this case, the Eight of Wands really feels like that creative energy is going to come through as almost a cleansing thing and a revitalizing thing, and renewing that spark, really. So that's also a scenario for some of you, because you may even be considering leaving that partnership if some of you are feeling bored or unfulfilled. But I feel like there's so much potential still. We do have the Two of Cups, and we do have the Nine of Cups. And I feel that there's a way to reach that state of fulfillment again with this person. So I do still feel like there's potential there for those of you in that scenario. Okay, Virgo, so I'm going to stop this here. Thank you.